All right, I am live on a Tuesday with no producer. So I set this all up myself. I hope I didn't forget anything. I've got the all-important chew stick for the dog, who's very interested in it. Cheryl, Edie, oh my gosh, I'm standing above my monitor so I can't really see it all, but it's Tuesday, it's not the Gardener Tuesday. It means that we're doing Barre-ish Bootcamp, which means you just need enough room to step forward, side, and back from wherever you're starting. I'm gonna go ahead and give Gunner his stick so I can sit down and chat with you guys. Look how sweet he is. Watch when I turn around. Turn around and circle. Sit. Such a good boy. All right, go. All right, so if you have a mat, that is an added bonus and fantastic, but you don't necessarily need one. I'm going to use my weighted bar. It's my body bar. It weighs 12 pounds. If you have one of these, great. If not, don't worry about it. You can use a small pair of dumbbells. I would recommend 3s, 4s, 5s, maybe 6s. Hi, Steve. So if you have that, great. If you don't have any resistance, that's okay too. I'm gonna keep a couple of towels nearby because it's gonna get pretty sweaty in here. And then if you're watching this after the fact and not live on my YouTube fitness channel, which I know a lot of you are, thank you for subscribing and sharing that, liking the videos, telling a friend. The link to get to the YouTube fitness channel is in my Instagram bio. And I also keep all of these on my IGTV. So there's really no reason that you couldn't do this anywhere, anytime, and making it so accessible. I'm also keeping a beverage nearby. Hi, Eduardo, from the beautiful, ridiculous Central America. But I was thinking, do you always want me to tell where you're from? I'm not sure, or where you are. So I'm keeping a water in a fancy wine glass with my straw that I've become very accustomed to, and I enjoy it. So have that nearby. What else? If you have an injury, make sure that you have that you stay within your range of motion. You can use less resistance. You can use no resistance. When we get to the cardio intervals, you can do the first or second level. But if you've seen a doctor for an injury, or if you should, make sure you've been cleared to do this so that you don't aggravate your injury further. Thank you to everybody who's been able to throw a donation in my Venmo or my PayPal or my snail mail. I do appreciate it. It's keeping this going. All that information is always in my Saturday social media post. And if you're not in a position to do that, don't worry about it. Just keep showing up and doing your thing. I feel like I'm forgetting something. After party. I'm gonna do one today. It's not gonna be crazy long. It will be upper body with small to medium dumbbells, and we'll do that after the whole class is over. So, having said all of that, let's stand up. You wanna be near the front edge of wherever you're starting. I'm alone in my house, except for the dog, because school is in full swing. Shoulders down and back. The pajama producer has a gig this week. All right, wiggle your toes, feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Both arms come up, shoulders press down. Hold here, then try to lift your heels up and balance. Belly button pulls in towards your spine. Then find your squat. That's your tailbone going back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes. Bring your arms down so your fingertips reach back to the same place where the wall meets the floor. Come back up, arms to a V. Sink your hips again. This time, see if you can wiggle your toes. Come back up to a V without locking your knees. Single count. So you'll sink, lift. Sink. You lift by pushing down through the middle of your feet. Do it again for 4, 3, 2, at the top, hold and fold over. Either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way, you can wiggle your toes. Your knees are slightly bent. Try to straighten your left leg, bend your right knee, fitting into your left hip. Then change sides, straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, sitting into your right hip. Bend both knees. Your tailbone lifts all the way up. At the top, both arms come up. Forward fold, tailbone lifts up. Unroll. 3, 2, do it again. Both arms up. This time, hold your fold. Left elbow comes up and back down. Next time, maybe you extend your whole arm up. Single count with either your elbow or your full extension. Do it again. 4, 3, weight stays in the middle of your feet, right side. This time, slowly, elbow only. Maybe your whole arm lifts up. Singles of any level, elbow or the whole arm. 2 more. Then hold your fold and lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. At the top, shoulders down and back. Make sure your knees are not locked. 4 more here. In 4, 3, both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Then step your feet back, high guide. Downward facing dog. Just looks like an upside down V with your tailbone lifting up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your palms press into the floor. Your chest presses through your shoulders. Heels reaching for the floor. Lower your hips to any plank. So hands under your shoulders. Maybe your knees find the floor. If they did, you'll hold here, and your next progression is with your knees up. If your knees are up, try to give yourself a little rock, forward and back. So forward, back, forward. Do it again. Then hold any plank and lift up to a downward facing dog. Both heels lift up and lower, lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. 3. Once more. Hold your down dog. Shift your weight over to your right hand and foot and bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog where you can stay, or lower your hips and bring your left knee into your chest. Wrists under shoulders. Maybe give your left leg a little pulse into your chest. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Send your leg back up to your 3-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor. Down dog in the middle. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then shift your weight to your left hand and foot and take your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog where you can stay or lower your hips and bring your right knee into your chest. If you did this, maybe you give your knee a little pulse into your chest. Let's do 4 more if you're pulsing. 3, 2, send your right leg back up to your 3-legged dog. Both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Then lower your hips to any plank, knees down or up. Wrists under shoulders, right leg steps up next to your right hand. So remember, your right elbow can sort of push again to keep your knee lined up. Maybe your back knee finds the floor, maybe not. Maybe you reach to touch your right knee, or today let's try to circle back to your right fingertips, reach to the back wall. Bring your arm back around, engage your core, step back to plank. Let's try it on the left. Step forward. Maybe your back knee finds the floor, maybe you touch your left knee, or maybe you find a circle to open the chest and shoulder. Both hands to the floor, engage your core. Step back and find any plank. Let's try it slightly faster. Step. Maybe you reach around or simply touch your knee. You can work with just a knee touch or nothing at all, or with this crazy circle. Let's try it one more time each side. So step, reach, once more, then hold any plank. If your knees are still up, now's the time to put them down. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Child's pose, pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round your back up to a modified plank. Wrists under shoulders, hips in line with your knees and shoulders. You can stay here or bend your elbows a little bit further maybe. Either way, straighten your elbows, hips to your heels. Child's pose here. That's our pattern. Let's make it slow. Round up and either hold or bend a little or a lot. Child's pose. Round, hold or bend. Do it again. Round, hold or bend. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Once more. Next time, hold your modified plank. When you get here, check your wrists under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Push down to find your down dog. And bring your knees back to the floor. Child's pose. Make it flow. Round up into down dog by tucking your toes. Release your feet. Child's pose. Do it again. Round up. Push down. Lower your knees. Child's pose. Do it again. Round up. Push down. Lower your knees. On the next pass, modified plank and hold. Tuck your toes. Try to lift your knees. You can stay here or go back to your knees. If you're not on your knees, shift your weight to your left hand and foot. Try to lift your right leg up. Either stay here or bring your right knee into your chest. Either stay here or extend your right leg under your left. You can stay here or open, right wrist under shoulder. Maybe your top arm reaches over your ear. If it did, bring it back up and come back to the plank. Well, the under plank. Hold here, bring your right knee into your chest. Find your plank. Woo, let's go the other side. So if your knees are down, your next progression is up. Then maybe shift to your right hand and foot. Try to lift your left leg. You can stay here or bring your left knee into your chest. You can stay here or extend underneath your right leg. You know the drill. You can stay here or open up. Left wrist under shoulder. Maybe your top arm reaches towards me. If it did, bring your fingertips back to the ceiling and both hands to the floor. Engage your core. Left knee to your chest. Back to your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. In a forward fold, let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up and slowly unroll. Your head is the last thing up. Woo! You should be warm. Grab a sip of whatever you brought to the party. Then make sure your resistance is nearby. My Lola Val, how are you? All right, I have to do an outfit adjustment. These are the tights at the bottom of the stack. So they are old. They don't have a lot of elastic left. All right, overhand grip on whatever your resistance of choice is. So if you're using dumbbells, you'll just hold them at your sides with an overhand grip. Bar, shoulder distance apart, also with an overhand grip. Wiggle your toes, 2 counts to a squat, 1, 2, push down, squeeze your glutes at the top. So you want to do this without locking your knees. 1, 2, single count. So sink, push down, squeeze your glutes at the top. Let's do 4 more like that. So 4, 3, on the next one, hold at the top. Lower your elbows here. Press your bar or your dumbbells up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. See if you can wiggle your knees. Bring your bar or your dumbbells back down to your chest and lower, one of each. One squat, one diagonal press. That's your pattern. Squat, lower, press. Do it again. Squat, lower, press. Same thing. Maybe you make it slightly faster with a flow, so it's squat, press, squat, press. Maybe your left knee comes up at the top and then sink. Almost tipped over. Sink, press, sink, press. Let's do 4 more. Feel free to go slower than this. Last 2. And then just the squat right here. I hear my dog barking his head off. All right, left leg, slow motion, diagonally back. 1, 2, tap right next to your right foot, single leg squat. One of each, slowly, diagonal back. Toe tap, single leg squat. Up tempo here, so it's sink, tap, squat. Do it again. So all the work, or most of the work, is in your right booty. Squat, do it again. Sink, tap. I hope he doesn't bark. Try to make things go smoothly when I'm producerless, but then you get to see really what the very silent and invisible pajama producer pulls off while I'm doing this stuff. 2 more times, sink, tap. Last time here, then parallel squat. Your right booty should feel more worked than your left. Let's start from the top. 1 squat, 1 press here. Squat, diagonal press, do it again. Option to make it flow here. So squat, press, squat, press. Maybe your right knee comes up at the top and then your left. Push down to come up. 1 more time, just the squat here. Shoulders down and back. Twice more, right leg slowly, diagonal back. Sink for 2, tap, single leg squat. 1, 2, single counts here. So you sink, squat once, diagonal, curtsy lunge, single leg squat, or you can call it a bowler lunge. You can call it nothing at all, and just take your right leg diagonally back and sink your hips. It doesn't need a name. We just know that it works. Make sure the weight's in the middle of your feet, not in your toes. Pushing against the floor to come up twice more. Sink, tap, squat. Last time, sink, squat. Feet parallel, squats here. Just to recover. Now normally, I feel like almost every class, I ask you to flip your grip. But today we're not gonna do that. 2 more. Take your feet wide, toes to the corners, because I have something in store for your shoulders. Sink straight down, straight up. So you're not leaning forward. Your hips go straight down. Your dumbbells or your bar go right on the inside of your knees. The dumbbells will just be straight down, but they're on the inside. Next time, hold and pulse. Check your chest. Is it lifted up? Are your shoulders rolling back? 4, 3, hold here. Both heels lift up. Extend your legs, lower your heels, sink your hips. Heels lift, extend, faster here. So sink, press, up, sink. Do it again. 1 more, just the hip sink 2 times. Once more. Now both heels lift up, lift again. 1 of each. Sink your hips, heels lift. Do it again. Sink, press, slightly faster here. Sink, press, sink, press. 1 more time, then even faster still. Sink, press, press. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Hold it at the top. Hold. Lower your heels. Round your elbows. Try to pulse here. You can always lower your heels. Maybe you lift your dumbbells or your bar to shoulder height. What? Elbows round. No higher than your shoulders. If your heels are up, keep them there. 4 to go. So 4, 3, 2, hold. Check your elbow position. Now try to rotate to your right and center, and now to your left. 1, 2. Let's do that again. Rotate to your right for 2, center, and your left. 1, 2, center. Lower your heels if they were up. Push down, lower your weight, and sink your hips. You're welcome. All right. Keep your move, but bring your heels together with your toes slightly turned out. Not a lot, just a little. You want to feel this on the front of your shin, which I guess the shin is the front of your leg. So you want to feel it between your knee and your ankle on the front side. Hold here, lift your heels up, extend, lower your heels, sink your hips, heels up, and slightly faster here. Sink, press up. So working through your feet. One more. Now just the hip sink right here. Easy enough. Twice more. Then take your feet back to parallel. Make it a squat. Ooh, I have an itch. That was unbearable. All right, shoulders down and back. Make sure you have room behind you. 2 more. Left leg comes up behind you, and then your right. So we're alternating. Easy enough. You want to do this without tipping forward as your leg lifts up. Try to keep your chest lifted. One more time. Just squats here. Keep that in your head. 2 more. Left leg taps back 1 time. Tap together and back. Easy enough. Dumbbells hanging if you're not using a bar. Make it a lunge. Sink. Tap. You have to control it so your dumbbells or your bar doesn't swing. Just a squat. We'll try that much on your right leg. Step back only. So step, tap, step. Maybe you sink your hips and make it a lunge. So you can keep your bar either in front of your knee or on your thigh. Either way works. You decide. So 4, 3, once more, just a squat. Okay, so we learned the back extension and the step back lunge. What? Yep, we'll do 1 of each. Yep, we will, but only on one side. Ready? Left leg, step back lunge. And now lift. Lift up. So sink together, sink, lift. Sink together, sink, lift. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Keeping your chest lifted. This time, keep your leg up and pulse. Yep. Flex your back foot. Chest up, shoulders down and back. Hold here. Heel comes towards your hip, but it doesn't get very far. Extend back out. Now single count curls. So you'll curl, extend. So remember to push your left hip towards me. When you're bringing your heel in, if it gets all the way to your hip with no barking from the hamstring, that tells you that you should take your knee further back behind you. Let's do 4 more here. So it's curl, extend, curl, last 2. Hold your last curl and little pulses. Just 4, 3, 2, hold, extend your left leg, extend your toes. What? Draw circles to your left. Yup, to your left. 2 more. Last 1. Parallel squat. Shake your legs out. Ooh, how's your right booty now? Before we do the other side, since your right booty will be your stabilizer, take your feet out wide, toes to the corners. A little sorbet for the glutes. 1 more. Back to parallel squats. Little was the key word in that sentence. All right, let's try it on the right side. 1 step or lunge back. Tap. Now lift right here. Lift up. Tap. Together. Lift. Up. Tap. Together. Lift up. I'm trying to turn a little so you can see my legs. So sink. Together. Lift. 1 more. Sink. Together. hold your right leg up and pulse. Your right hip presses towards me for 4, 3, hold, flex and curl slowly. 1, 2, extend. Chest up, shoulders down and back. Right hip presses towards me. Also, your hips are level. 1 more slowly. And then single count curls. They're not big. They're just whatever you need to feel the contraction in your hamstrings. So curl, extend, curl. 2 more. You'll hold your curl and give me a little pulse from the glutes. Just 4, 3, 2, hold. Extend your right leg out, extend your toes, circle your leg to the right. Again, chest up, shoulders down and back. Once more, and shake your legs out. Woo, parallel squats. You're welcome. It's been a while since we did something like that. Okay, you either using a bar or dumbbells, set it down out of your way and keep your squat. Feel free to towel off and or grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. Ooh, almost dropped that. I'm enjoying my house by myself. All right. Make sure you have space specifically behind you for this one. Just the squat. Touch your knees, knuckles up. Let's do 4 more just like that. So sink, push down. 2 more. Now no arms, right here, palms together. Hands on your legs. 2 more. Left leg steps back 1 time. Together, other way. Again. Easy enough. Maybe you sink your hips and push against the floor to come up. Sink, press. Maybe your left arm reaches up behind you. As you sink and push against the floor. 4 more just like that. 4, 3, 1 more. Parallel squats right here. Hands on your legs. So keep that part in your head. Left arm comes up by itself. Then your right arm. Now both arms. Let's do that again. Left arm only. Then right. Both arms. We'll do it 1 more time. Left arm only. Push down through the middle of your feet to come up. Both arms. Left leg steps back once. Maybe you sink and reach. Maybe you don't. Parallel squats, just a squat. So that's our combo. The squats with the arm pattern, the step backs. Ready, left arm goes up. So sink, reach, right arm. Both arms. Then you step back on your left leg. Sink and reach if you're ready. 2 more. Parallel squat, left arm up. So sink, reach right arm, push down to come up. That's where your work is. Step back left. Sink, push down. 2 more. Do it again. Squat, left arm goes up. Right arm, both arms. Left leg steps back here. Sink and reach. 2 more. Parallel squat, palms together. All right, make sure you still have room behind you and that you didn't shift. Feet wide, but they stay parallel. We do this sometimes in the full body weighted workout. It is reminiscent of our sort of burpee thing that I do. But we'll stop back there. You'll have an option to crouch by taking your heel or your hips back, sort of like an elevated child's pose, or not. You don't have to do that part. 2 more. Now both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, hands to the floor, step back, find your plank. Now if you're on your knees, your next progression is up. If you're on your knees, you won't crouch. If your knees are up, you can sink your hips back to plank, back, plank. 2 more. Hold your plank, step back up to wide, push down through your feet to roll up. Squats here. So that's part of it. We'll try that again. You pick your plank. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, hands to the floor, step or jump to any plank. Wrist under shoulders until you crouch, plank, crouch. 2 more. Hold any plank. If your knees are down, the next progression is up. If your knees are up, you can step out wide and out and in, maybe faster. Out, in, or maybe a jumping jack. Out, out. Hold any plank. Step to wide, push down to roll up. Palms together, squats here. So, we've done a lot of reps of all that stuff back there from plank. There won't be that many in the actual move. So you'll decide, you can step to plank, jump to plank, have knees down or up, hold, crouch, step, or jack, or none of that. Ready? Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, step or jump, crouch. Crouch again, step or jumping jack. 4, 3, hold your plank, and step or jump. Roll up, squats here. All right, that's kind of what it is. We come up. If you get up in time, you have time for 1 squat before you start again. So you pick your poison. Here we go. Both arms up, inhale, reach up. Bend both knees, step or jump to plank. Crouch again, step or jumping jack. 4, 3, hold your plank, step or jump to wide. Up, 1 squat, both arms up. That's how they link together. Step or jump, crouch. 1 more, step or jumping jack. 4, 3, step or jump to wide. Up, roll up, squat, do it again. Arms up, step or jump, crouch. Again, step or jumping jack. 4, 3, step or jump to wide. 1, 2, up. Let's do it again. Arms up, hands down, step or jump to plank, crouch. Do it again. Step or jumping jack. 4, 3, step or jump to wide. Up, just squats. Whew, see if you can talk. Make sure you can. If it's too hard to talk, that tells you to bring your intensity down a little. If you're wearing a gadget, you can check it now. Now, you know sometimes my heart rate will be super high and I won't even feel it. It's not really that high and it feels crazy. All right, I'm gonna take a little step back. You're in your wide squat, palms together. If you need to do a few more with no arms, feel free to stay here. Otherwise, reach and pull, reach, knuckles up. Reach, knuckles up. Do it again. Then palms together, slow motion, left leg, diagonally back. We did these before. Other way. Sink. For 2, single count. So you sink, chest stays up. Maybe you reach to the back corner with your right arm, then your left. So it's the arm opposite of the leg going back. Let's do 4 more like that. So 4, 3, wide parallel squat here. Sink, reach and pull by pushing down through the middle of your feet. Palms together. All right, those are our 2 pieces. We'll put them together. Left leg diagonally back. Here we go, reach up for 4, 3, 2, wide parallel squat here. Maybe you reach and pull. 2 more. Let's do it again. Left leg diagonally back. Sink, push down to come up. Chest stays lifted. 1 more, wide parallel squat. Guy, I'm not even gonna say it. You know what I'm gonna tell you on this next set of diagonal backs. Right here, chest up, arm up. Reach, 2 more. Wide parallel squat here. Sink, push down. 2 more. And then palms together. See if you can talk. Shoulders down and back. Check your gadget if you're wearing one. Towel off if you need to. I might need to. All right. Edie, I love this towel. I feel like it's always in the laundry because every time it comes out, I use it right away. All right. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Keep your squat. Now make sure you have room in front and room to the side. Left leg, step towards me one time. Keep your back heel on the floor, right leg. So your back leg stays straight, your front leg bends, then you push off of your front leg. Bend, push, reach behind you, reach both arms, go back. Maybe your arms circle on the way to the other side. Circle, do it again. Circle, circle. One more, feet parallel, squats here. Keep that moving your head. One more, left leg, step out once to your left, but keep your feet parallel to the right. Toes towards me. Sink your hips. It's the same wide squat we did before, but now it travels. Here's your reach and pull. Push down through your feet to come up. Let's do 4, 3, push down, 2, left leg towards me, reach behind, circle baby. Do it again. Let's do it in 2s. Step left once, step right once. Towards me, once on the left, once on the right. Left leg, step out. Push down, left leg towards me, reach behind. Let's do it again in 2s. Step left, sink, push down. Towards me. Last time in 2s, right here. Sink, push down. Towards me. Parallel squat. All right. Can we take that pattern and split it one side and the other? Sure we can. So do one wide squat, one step reach back, then the other side. Let's try it. Step out left, wide, towards me, left side. So your circle goes away. You reach, step. Your fingertips go straight up, wide, towards me, reach, press. So it changes a little bit because your momentum changes. Sink, you have to use your core right here to stop it. Sink towards me. Do it again. One more each side. Sink, step. Last time. Now hop or pedal right here. You can pedal with one foot always on the floor or hop 2, step wide right here. So you can pedal, step, or hop, jump. You decide, maybe cross, uncross, cross, uncross. 2 more, just wide squats here. Sink. All right, so that hop or pedal is gonna grow into a cross-country ski, which we have done before, but today I'm going deep into the recesses of my brain. Years ago, in a class I used to teach up on a hill, where I know some of you from, we used to go much deeper on the levels of interval from the cross-country ski. So we'll try and do it today, but remember, here's the order. You pedal, then the next progression is hop, then cross-country ski. Okay, so if you're not up to the cross-country ski, just pedal. Yes? Hop or pedal here. So pedal or hop, you decide. 4, 3, maybe a cross-country ski. Front and back. 4 more. 1, 2. Now single, single, hold. 1, 2, hold. Feel free to pedal only. You decide. If you're here with me, sink. 1, 2, sink. Again. 4 more. 4. I'm going to give you an intermission before I give you the last level. Just a squat right here. Okay, so the next time around, I'm not taking as long to get to the single, single hold. So everybody knows their limitations. Up to you where you want to go. Remember, pedal, hop, cross-country ski. That's the order. From the cross-country ski, you'll have the option to single, single, hold, sink. Ready? Let's try it. Hop or paddle or cross-country ski. If you're here, single, single, hold. 1, 2, hold and sink. Now on the sink, what if you turn? What? Turn. What? That's crazy. Your back leg comes forward. Just hop or pedal. And feet parallel squats. We will do that again. That was dress rehearsal. Where, Eduardo, remember we used to do that in deep extreme? And we did it with arms, with the rotation. Maybe we try that today. What? We can try it. If you remember the arms, they were knuckles together, thumbs at your chest. You know what, let's do a set where we do the arms and hold it on the sink. Hop or pedal here. So you can pedal or hop or cross country ski. Hold, hold. Remember this? What? Just this part. Let's do 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, thumbs in the middle of your chest, parallel squat. So now the rotation tells you which way you turn if you're doing the hop rotation. And the position you get into is just this, right? When you turn, parallel squat. So the arms don't rotate in the turn. 4 more to recover. See if you can talk. All right, so we'll try it. Remember, there's no pressure, no report cards. We're not even all in the same room. You do whichever level you like, but challenge yourself. Ready? Hop or pedal here. Hop, if you're hopping, cross-country ski. Thumbs at the chest. And hold. 1, 2, hold. Ready? 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. What? Who used to do this? That was a lot of years ago. And a lot of birthdays. What? So your back leg comes front. Back leg goes front. 2 more. 1, 2, hold. Parallel squat. Oh, how's your heart rate? Who did that with me? My heart rate's through the roof. But not really that bad. Just feels crazy. Grab a sip of whatever you brought to drink. 2 more. Feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink. Push down to come up. Guy, remember that? That was many birthdays ago. I want to say maybe close to 10. Is that possible? Could be. All right, arms up. Arms come out and up. Sink, push down. Ready? Left heel comes up, rotate to your right. Center and up, right heel comes up. Rotate to the left. Center, do it again. Left heel, rotate. Right heel, rotate. You were a baby, Eduardo. Now, Cheryl and Edie, it was after your time, or no, Edie, it was at the same time, but I would see you from a different place where I didn't teach that format. And Cheryl, that was shortly, maybe a couple years after we had children, when we were in our 60s. Remember that? Left heel, rotate. 1 more, right heel. Center, 3 pulses down. So 3, 2, 1, together out. 3, 2, 1, together out. 3, 2, 1. That together can be a jump. That was my dog burping. And I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he stayed drinking, I don't know. 2, 1, together now. You don't have to jump. It can be simply together. 3, 2, 1, just the hip sink. Toes towards me. Make it a squat. Would it be crazy if we did every single interval that we did once we put the dumbbells down or the bar? Sure, why not? Let's review. Feet parallel underneath your hips. So it'll be the arm pattern with the step backs, then the wide squat, the diagonal back, yes? Oh no, I'm sorry. In between there is your favorite, plank, crouch, step or jack. So that's number 2. Then the wide squat with diagonal back. Then one wide, one step towards me, yes? Then from there, your favorite, single, single hold. Then the end, the heel lift, rotate, sure. Maybe we do it twice, once for rehearsal, once for performance. Let's walk through it. Left arm goes up, so left, then right, then both arms. Make sure you have room behind you, step back left. So sink, touch. 2 more. You'll step wide right away. Step wide, arms up. Step or jump. Crouch back. Crouch again. Step or jack. 4, 3. Step or jump to wide. Up. 1 squat. Reach diagonally back. So 4. Sorry about that cue. That's what rehearsal's for. Wide parallel squats here. Reach, pull. On the last one, your feet will come together. Step out left. Towards me once, reach away. Right side. Here comes your single, single, double. Right here. 1, 2, pull. 1, 2, pull. Parallel squat. We have to put these in just so that we can get to our wide position. Right here, left heel. Up, rotate. Right heel up. Now 3 pulses right here. 3, 2, together or jump together. 3, 2, and parallel squat. That's a lot. So we have to throw in those 4 parallel squats after our rotation, if you're doing the rotation. So that's our order. Not altogether sure that I'll be able to retain it. Feet underneath your hips. Think about where you're going. 2 more to recover. This is our big show. Here we go, left arm up. So sink, push. Both arms, starts nice and mellow. Step back on your left right here. Sink and reach. 2 more. Step your feet wide. Both arms up. Inhale, reach up. Step or jump. And crouch. Crouch again. Step or jump here. Jack for 4, 3. Step or jump to wide. Up. And left leg diagonally back. Sink. Do it again. 2 more. Wide parallel squats right here. So remember on the last one, which is in 2, your feet will come together. Step out left wide. Towards me once, reach away to your right. Here comes single, single, double. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. 4 parallel squats. Woo. 2 more. I don't know what's next. Oh, hang on, give me 4 more. My brain. I know what it is now. Feet wide. Left heel up. Rotate. Other way. Right heel. 3 pulses down. 3, 2, together or jump. 3, 2, 1. And sink your hips. My brain was on fire. 1 more. Parallel squats. See if you can talk. 1 more. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, hands on your legs, tuck your hips. Roll up. Let's do it again, both arms up. Bend your knees, hands down, tuck your hips. Round up. We'll do it 1 more time, both arms up. Bend your knees, tuck your hips, curl. Up. Stay on your feet, walk around a little, grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. Towel off. Wow, my heart rate was a little high. Hard for my brain to function and get the words out when my heart rate's that high. I hope you all did that with me. Or at least some version of that, I should say. All right, I'll turn to the side. You can face whatever direction you like. I love that. If I mention how much I love that we do this together. Oh look, it's not even laundry day. I literally just folded these last night and I picked the one with the hole in it. All right, it's just how it is. I usually put that one on the bottom. So you'll have a seat. Hang on to your second towel if you have one. If you don't worry about it. Oh, dog's joining the party. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Remember that when I say front arm or leg, it's just the leg or arm that's closest to your screen. But everything's gonna alternate, so as long as you do the other side next time, it's totally fine. So take your towel, grab it out on the side, a little wider than your hips, so there's no slack in it. Sit up tall on your butt bones. Now half curl down. 1, 2, and up. Scoot forward a little. Curl for 2, and up. As you curl, try to bring your towel right up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Or, if you're Eduardo and you're out in the most ridiculously beautiful resort, just pick a place, maybe where the sun is, I don't know. See what time is it there? It's about 3 hours ahead. So yeah, maybe right where the sun is. And up. Now as you curl, try to rotate towards me and lift. Center. Now away from me. Lift and curl. Do it again. Curl. Lift and rotate. Do it again. I'm sliding back. Up. Same thing. Curl, lift, rotate. Try to keep your shoulders out of your ears. One more each way. Curl. Lift. One more. Curl. Lift. Now straight back. Curl back and hold. Hold here. Squeeze under your armpit. Like you're trying to hold a tiny little marble. Now rotate towards me, but touch your little finger to the floor. And up. Same side. Little finger to the floor. Now faster here. So rotate, center, rotate. Maybe your front leg extends every time you rotate. That'll give you contraction down the entire length of the front of your core. 4 more like that. So 4, breathe, anywhere, shoulders down. 1 more time. Slow motion away from me, just the arms. Slow motion and just to the center. Slow motion away. Now slightly faster here, so you'll rotate where your shoulders are. They creeping up? Maybe extend your back leg. Your abs should be barking at you right about now. Shoulders down through the rotation here. Let's do 4 more to finish this. 4, 3, 2, and then forward fold. Take your towel around your feet. You can keep your knees bent or straighten them as much as you like. But forward fold, release your low back. Feel your shoulder blades move away from each other. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Eyes up. Shoulders and your body. I am pouring sweat. Release your towel. All right. Towel off to the side. Tuck your hips from a lengthened spine position. Tuck your hips. Fingertips will help you roll down. Scooch and roll down. Knees into your chest. And rock your knees side to side. Giving your back a rotation stretch and a little massage as you go through the middle. You know, I like to extend my top leg as I go into the stretch. That will give you a stretch all the way through your glutes and into your low back. Then come back to the center. Both knees into your chest. Hands to the side of the hips, palms down. Press your shoulders down into the floor. Untuck your hips. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees to the hip and the knee. Calves parallel to the floor. This might be enough for your core, but if it isn't, extend your back leg out. Then 4 counts to change sides. 4, 3, open the shoulders, press them down. 4, 3, now 2 counts to get there in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, single counts here. So 3, 2, hold and pulse. Do it again. 3, 2, try not to come in any closer than 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. 3, 2, hold and pulse twice more. 3, 2, hold once more. 3, 2, hold right here. Both legs to chair. So 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. Arms out to the side. Rotate your knees towards me for 2. 1, 2. Pull center. Go away from me. 1, 2. Center. So you exhale as you rotate to me. Inhale as you come back. Exhale. Resist the weight of your legs. As you rotate, actively press your opposite shoulder blades into the floor. I know it's a lot of direction. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Resist the weight of your legs, pressing your back shoulder blades into the floor and center. Now your front shoulder blades into the floor. One more each way. Exhale. 1, 2, center. Last side. 1, 2, center. All right. Bring your knees into your chest for just a moment. Extend your legs up. Cross your ankles. Bend your knees out to the corners. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze under your armpits. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Crunch in. 1, 2. Extend. Resist the weight of your legs. 1, 2. Resist. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Again. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Just a few more. 1, 2. Exhale. Inhale. This time you'll hold in. Hold. Pulse your hips and shoulders closer together without pulling on your head. Elbows out to the side. Release your fingertips just they're touching your ears for 4, 3, 2, release. Both feet on the floor, hands to the side of your hips. I hear a dog coming at me. All right, you can either grab your towel or your mat if you're using one. Tuck your hips, push down through your feet to lift your hips up. Maybe you're able to lace your fingers under your hips and scoot your shoulder blades closer together. Push down through your feet. See if you can wiggle your toes. Breathe all the way in and all the way out. If your fingers are laced, unlace them now and lower your hips. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross one leg over the other, doesn't matter which. Grab your knees or slightly lower than your knees and pull your knees towards your chest. Just looking to feel this behind your top leg, sort of down through the booty muscles. I'm sure my anatomy professor would love to hear me refer to those as the booty muscles. And release. Change sides. Grab your knees or further down. Pull your knees into your chest. Shoulders down away from your ears. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And release. Both feet on the floor. Front knee comes into your chest. Extend your front leg up. Your back leg can stay where it is, or maybe it walks out to a bigger point of flexibility. There are no prizes, so don't hurt yourself. Flex your front foot, bend your knee to the chest. Send the heel up. Do it again. Flex and bend. For 2, send it up. Once more. Flex and bend this time. Hold your leg up. Take your front arm anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Push your leg a little bit towards your screen, but just enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg, but also pressing your back hip down, away. So you don't want it to roll over. I mean, you might want it to, but it's better for your body if it doesn't. Flex both feet, push your heels out to the walls, and then bend your front knee back to the center. Front arm reaches towards me. Back arm across your knee, and take your knee away from me. Reaching out with your front fingertips. Full spine rotation. Breathe here. In and out. Come back to the center. Change sides. Front foot on the floor. Back knee comes into your chest. Extend your leg up. Shoulders down. Maybe your front leg stays where it is. Oh, that's our hour of music. What? It's going to start over. Flex your back foot. Bend the knee to the chest for 2. Send the heel up. Again, I promise we won't do the whole class over, although the dog thinks we are. Flex
Bend, extend, hold your extension. Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg. You don't have to have your front arm up. I'm just protecting my face from getting a dog saliva bath. All right, take your back leg away from your screen just enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Front hip pressing into the floor, flex both feet. See, normally this is the pajama producer's responsibility, is to keep the dog at bay. Oh, see your heels. Pressing your heels out to the walls. Bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out, away from me. Front arm goes across your bent knee, and take your knee towards me. Full spine rotation. Dog likes some salt. Hey, baby dog. Wait, reaching out with your back fingertips. Then back to the center. Both feet on the floor. Let's flip over for our final stretch. Let me come under here. Onto your stomach. Arms and legs all the way out. Front arm reaches back. Try to grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. Maybe bend your back elbow. Make a fist to rest your forehead on. And then slowly release, change side. Back arm reaches around, grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. Maybe bend your front elbow, make a fist. Rest your forehead. That'll take any stress off of your neck. Now you can stay here. Try to bring your front arm back around. Try to grab where your shoelaces would be. You are so welcome, Edie. If you're not quite here, work on getting here by grabbing your heels or your pants. Once you're here, push your feet into your hands. Try to lift your knees. Maybe lift your chest and open your shoulders. And carefully release. Hands inside of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips to your heels. Child's pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to a tabletop with your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Tuck your hips. Round your back. Push down into the floor with your hands and feet to lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands to a forward fold. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll, letting the weight of your head stretch your upper back and neck. At the top, we did it. 2 minutes over, 3 minutes over, but it's done. That was a long, hard class. Thank you for joining me in my living room. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes for a stretch with a towel and some upper body work with small to medium dumbbells. If you're not coming to after party, I will see you on Thursday so I still don't have the horse show scheduled because they're not gonna confirm it till Friday night, but I will post on Saturday whether or not or what time I can manage a class on Sunday. Is it weird if I do an afternoon class? I don't know. So, but I'll let you know. So I'm here Thursday for sure, and then next week for sure. The weekend is in question. So I'm gonna gracefully sign out and come back for after party.